that I would leave your side, your side.
Okay, so hopefully this is my last time recording. Basically, if the audio and stuff is bad, I'm so sorry. I'm recording on Snapchat because my storage is full on my iPhone, so I can't use my actual camera, which is crazy. So yeah, so this video, as you can see on the title, basically I'm talking about the stuff I enjoyed this year throughout 2022. From PC technology, from all type of media like anime, TV shows, movies, and art, all type of stuff that I enjoyed this year. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be talking about in the video, like my favorite things I enjoyed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. One more thing, I took huge inspiration from Super Eye Patch Wolf. I've been watching him since I was in middle school. He inspired me a lot. And yeah, one more thing, guys, I will say I might can do a giveaway, I might cannot, so sorry about that. And one more thing, I got almost 5,000 views on my last video, which is crazy. So I'm gonna say thank you so much for that. And that's about it. I hope you guys liked the video. Like, subscribe. I'm out. Peace. Okay guys, so now we're recording this video. It is now 2023 and I want to say Happy New Year's. I want to get this video out way before 2023, unfortunately, but I feel like as long as I get the video out now on the 1st, that is totally fine, you know. But yeah, so okay, on to the first thing I enjoyed in 2022. So what I enjoyed, the main thing really was my PC, of course. Now I feel like getting this PC was a great investment. You know, at first I wanted PlayStation 5, but I decided to go with the PC because there's so much stuff I can do on here. So if you didn't know, I built a gaming PC during the summer and it was a cool experience. So basically, the first thing I really enjoy about this PC is, you know, I can play PlayStation exclusives now, which is pretty crazy. If you guys didn't know, PlayStation is now partnering with Steam to make their own exclusive games. And one more thing I really like is I can emulate games. And what I mean by that is I can play Nintendo Switch games on my PC, which is really cool. And one more thing, like all the type of games I can get on PC for free is really awesome. Like I really enjoy that. Like I can get so many, like almost all the games I have on my PC is free, like all the single player games and stuff, and some multiplayer games you can actually play for free also. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get like copyrighted or anything, but all I have to do is just find a way to get them for free. You just gotta look it up and you can get the games for free. So I feel like getting a PC was really a good investment. So that's for the PC. On to the next thing I enjoyed in 2022. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about, what I enjoyed, is video games. Now, type of video games I enjoyed during 2022 when I first got my PC was most definitely Spider-Man Remastered, and it was Miles Morales. Now, taking a deep dive into Spider-Man Remastered, me playing it for the first time because I never played on PlayStation 4, it was so much fun. And one thing I love so much from other games, because you know in Batman, the Arkham series I also played, I love how they portray the video game Batman, just how intelligent and strong he is, and they did the same thing in Spider-Man Remastered for Eerie Spider-Man. And I love how, you know, they show how strong Spider-Man actually is and they portray him so perfectly. Like from the missions and from his strength and stuff, it's just so much fun to play. And the graphics are so amazing on the PC, and just swinging around playing as him was just so much fun. And seriously though, he is so OP and strong. Like almost all the missions of him like going against the Sinister Six, or just like missions of him like, you know, having to protect the city is just so much fun. And I love how they portray Miles Morales in the first one, and basically taking a deep dive into Miles Morales also, playing with Miles on his old game like was just so much fun also. Basically Peter taking Miles under his own wing was just so much fun to watch, and him basically, you know, finding finding himself and stuff like throughout Miles Morales the game is just so much fun. Now I like how they improved a couple stuff in Miles Morales too, you know, from like, you know, the graphics, the cinematic scenes, but playing with Miles was just so much fun. But the story was pretty short, which is really disappointing. So that's what I have for, you know, what I enjoyed in 2022 for video games. I'm gonna go to the next video game now. Okay, now the next game we have is Life is Strange. I remember this game a long time ago when I was young. I saw like a lot of clips on it, but I never got to play it. I got to play it on my PC, and it was so much fun playing with Max and Chloe. Basically, Max is the main character, and she have these abilities that she can go back in time and manipulate the past and the future, and you make those decisions. It's like a decision-making type game, and basically she's trying to save her friend Chloe, you know, from dying. And one thing I loved about this game so much is just getting to interact with both those characters, Max and Chloe, and playing with Max so much throughout the whole story, make your own decisions, was so good. And you know, it just have you hanging to your edge until the next episode, which is so amazing. And one thing I love about this game was like the visuals. The graphics was pretty nice and chill, and I love the soundtrack so much. And Max and Chloe relationship, just something so nice to see. And one more thing, I made sure I saved the Arcadia Bay. But if you guys didn't know about this game, or you do, like just go play this game one more time, or play if you haven't, because I seriously enjoyed this game. Like I beat it in 2 days. That's how good the game was. I didn't get to play the other like, you know, adaptations and series for the game, but Life is Strange was just so amazing to play. I most definitely enjoyed that game in 2022. Now, for another game I most definitely say I enjoyed was Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Now, playing as Nathan Drake was so much fun. I really enjoyed it so much, and him going on adventures with his brother and stuff to find so many hidden treasures was just so much fun. It's like going on a big trip on so many places was just like so cool to watch. And one more thing I'd say I enjoyed was the combat system. Combat system was really good, like fighting other people and stuff. It was amazing. But the best thing I'd have to say what made this game stood out from other games was the action scenes. Like the action scenes was so much fun. Like the crazy scenes just going across so many places and doing crazy stuff was just so much fun. It had so many good best scores, and it made me feel like I was inside of the video game. It felt like a whole movie. And one more thing I enjoyed was the cutscenes. The cutscenes basically tone out for the graphics on the PC, like the master version, and it's so much fun. Like having like, you know, seeing cutscenes and stuff, and me learning about history and all that through the hidden treasures was just so much cool to watch. Like it actually made me feel like I was in history class. And like I love how the music toned out for the scenes also, which is so much fun to watch. I didn't get to beat the game though, but I'm most definitely gonna have to go back on this game because playing Uncharted 4 was just so much fun. Nathan Drake was just so cool to watch. And yeah, so I have to say I enjoyed Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Now, to wrap it up for the games I enjoyed, some honorable mentions I'd say was Cyberpunk 2077, of course. Now, just driving through Night City and stuff is just so amazing, and it's a fun thing to enjoy, and I love the graphics so much, and being able to make your own character was just something really cool to me. I enjoyed it a lot, and especially the dialogue and the story throughout the whole game. I remember playing this game so non-stop when I first got my PC because that game was so anticipated for me. And for another game I'd say I enjoyed a lot was Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition. It was pretty fun. Like, I heard about this game, and I heard it was pretty slept on, and playing through it, I'd say it's pretty unique. Like, I like certain aspects throughout the game. You can make your own decisions and stuff, in an action-packed game and in an open world. It was pretty amazing. I'd say I liked it a lot. And also, I've been playing like a lot of multiplayer games. I'd say like Fortnite, Apex Legends. Like, I like those two games. I've been playing Fortnite more actually, which is pretty crazy. I don't know, I didn't like Fortnite for a long time, but I'm enjoying it again. And I'd say the Batman Arkham series. I'd say I was playing that game a lot in 2022 also. Playing with Batman in an Arkham Knight, I believe, and playing with, you know, Nightwing and Red Hood was just really fun. I liked it a lot. And yeah, those are the games I enjoyed in 2022. Okay, for the anime series I enjoyed throughout the whole year in 2022. Now, it was a lot of good anime series throughout the whole seasons, and these anime series that I picked stood out to me the most. So let's go to the first one that I really enjoyed. Okay, so for the first one I have is Ranking of Kings. Now, this was beginning of 2022 when I first watched this, you know. Basically, it's about this small little kid, and basically he's born in a royal family, and he's like, he wants to be the king, like he's chosen to be the next king. And basically, he's not able to be the next king because he's really small, and everybody around him don't respect him because of that. And you know, he goes on adventures with somebody he meets, and it's like really a good anime series. Now, I really enjoyed this because the storytelling is so much good, and like the fight scenes are actually good, and it's like so much heartwarming scenes in this anime, and it really can make you emotional. So I highly suggest this, and I really enjoyed this like throughout the whole year. You know, after I finished it, I still enjoyed it, and I highly suggest this anime series to anybody who haven't watched it. Okay, so for this one, it really means a lot to me. Now I'm just reminiscing thinking about it. It is Link Click. Now, this anime, everybody talked about it during 2022. Well, I'm not gonna say everybody, but like a select few talked about how underrated and slept on this anime was. Now, this anime was produced in China. It's a Chinese anime, and Link Click is so complex, and it's a psychological drama anime. It's a psychological thriller, I'd say. And basically, Link Click is about these two guys. Basically, they can go inside pictures and they can manipulate, you know, the future. They can manipulate time, and basically some people go to them to change certain parts in their life that they messed up on or they want to change. And when they do that, just a lot of stuff happens. And what I like about it is just how chill and calming the anime is. You know, you get slice of life moments, but you get so many crazy, you know, diabolical moments in this anime, and it's so good, guys. When I say watch it, like, you really should. I'm so serious, and I enjoyed it a lot from the opening to the ending. And I remember watching this when I was in the hospital because I was sick. I had COVID and stuff, and I was having like other complications. I kind of want to talk about that. And you know, I was pumped up on medicine. I was just watching this anime, and it was such a good moment. Like, I really enjoyed it a lot. Like, I really love Link Click. This anime means a lot to me, and I can't wait for the next season. So that's what I have for this anime. But okay, so for the next anime we have basically is Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Now this anime was amazing when I watched it from start to finish. Now basically, if you don't know about this anime, basically Cyberpunk Edge Runners is connected to the same game Cyberpunk, of course, if you didn't know. And the main character is basically David Martinez. Now I'm gonna give you like a small description of what I remember, because I haven't watched it in a while, because this was during early 2022. But basically Cyberpunk Edge Runners is about this kid named David Martinez. He basically joined this group, and basically they go steal stuff and all that. They make money and stuff, and there's just so much going on in this anime. And what makes this anime so amazing, in my opinion, is it's like from the characters, you know, you grow attached to, like Lucy and David and the whole crew, the whole Cyberpunk crew, and it makes it so amazing. And the adaptation they did perfectly from the Cyberpunk game is like so amazing. You know, you don't see it that much from League of Legends, I say, but from Cyberpunk they did it so cool, and it's so gruesome and it's so mature, and that's what makes it so amazing from the game. And they give the anime certain aspects I love a lot, and I love it from, you know, the endings, you know, and from the storytelling they do. It is so perfect, you know, from start to finish. And if you haven't watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners, you really should, I'm telling you. But yeah, that's what I have for Cyberpunk Edge Runners. And for a lot of stories I enjoyed this year, like a lot of manga and manhwa. I read a lot of stories this year, and a lot of stuff that I really enjoyed was a lot of manga series and a lot of manhwa series. And I'm gonna go over some of them that I enjoyed this year, varying from Chainsaw Man and varying from, you know, a lot of stories like Call of the Night. I'm gonna go over them. So that's what we're gonna talk about now. A lot of series I enjoyed this year from manga and manhwa. And the first manga series I'd say I most definitely enjoyed in 2022 was most definitely Call of the Night. Now, it's crazy how I found this manga, because it was on my YouTube recommendation for the anime adaptation, because it got adapted into an anime. And I saw the trailer, and from, like, you know, the vibrant colors, the art style and stuff, it looks so amazing, and the characters look so promising too. And the story evolves around this 14-year-old boy, like in his second year of junior high, who slowly finds himself unable to sleep because of the dissatisfying life. And basically he just walk out at night and like just walk the streets and stuff, and basically he finds this vampire, and the vampire bites him, and she didn't tell him the only way he can become a vampire is for him to fall in love with her. And it's such an amazing story, and it's such a funny romance comedy, and it's a good slice of life too. And I watched the anime also. I read the manga first, and I saw a couple chapters. Well, I caught up with the manga actually, but I haven't read it in a while. But it is so amazing from the manga and from the anime. Like, you can read or watch either one, and it's amazing, but I prefer to watch the anime first, because the colors and the characters also throughout the whole anime is so amazing. Like, the colors are so vibrant, the soundtrack is so good. So if I was you, I'll watch like 13 episodes first, and then I'll watch Call of the Night. Did not read it if I was you, but yeah, that's Call of the Night. I really enjoyed that throughout the whole year. Now, for one of the next manga I have that I really enjoyed in 2022 was most definitely Goodbye Eri. Now, if you don't know what Goodbye Eri is, it's a one-shot manga that's actually made by the same author, Chainsaw Man, Tatsuki Fujimoto, and he's one of my favorite authors I enjoyed in 2022, and I'm still enjoying, of course. Now, Goodbye Eri is basically about this story that revolves around Yuta and his movie making career, and it started with the request from his final mother to record her final moments. But after her death, Yuta meets this mysterious girl, Eri, who basically takes his life to new directions, and the two begin creating a movie together. But like, the main thing is Eri, she got an explosive secret that is really crazy. And what I really like about this manga is Tatsuki Fujimoto writing. Like, I feel like his writing is so good. Like, it's not even his drawing and stuff. His drawing is amazing. I love his drawing style, but it's just the way he can foreshadow things and the facial expressions he gives for the like characters. And basically, from a viewer standpoint, from a reader standpoint, it's so amazing. Like, he can give these characters so many emotions through one page, and like the next pages, it just felt like literally a movie from a third person standpoint. And like, the drawing aspects he have in certain parts is so good, and I seriously highly suggest reading this one-shot manga if you haven't already. And if you haven't read Chainsaw Man, by the way, like, you most definitely should. Like, and we know Tatsuki Fujimoto plot twists are just so good, and it's just the fact that where he have us waiting for certain parts, it could be in the end of an arc or the end of a story, is just so worth the wait. And in this one-shot manga, he does that so perfectly. So yeah, that's Goodbye Eri. I really enjoyed that in 2022. Okay guys, so for the next part, now I didn't well, actually I did watch a lot of media, like a lot of TV shows and movies throughout the whole year, and basically one of them was K-drama series. Now it's called Korean drama series. Now basically, just like anime, you know, it comes from a manga and it gets adapted to an anime, and for some Korean drama series, it's from a webtoon, basically like a comic, you know, and it gets adapted to a live action from K-drama series, and this is the type of series I enjoyed throughout the year. Okay, and for this one, we have We Cure Class 1. Now, We Cure Class 1 is really good. I highly suggest this K-drama if you haven't watched it. But basically, it's about Yeon. If I pronounce his name wrong, I'm sorry. But he's a model student who ranks at the top of his high school. And physically, he appears weak. But basically, this dude is a savage. Now, he stays true to himself. He's really introverted. He do his work. And basically, he appears really weak. But using, like, you know, psychology and his intelligence, he fights against the violence that takes place inside and outside of his school. And, you know, he gets bullied a couple times in the first episode, but then we see his true self. He's really a good fighter, and he meets two other friends, one that was getting bullied that he helped, and one that can fight just like him or even better. And throughout this whole series, it's a lot of conflict with other people in the school and outside of the school that they fight against, and it's really such a good heartwarming K-drama in certain aspects. And yeah. Okay, so this one is pretty different, but let me just explain real quick. So this one is Alice in Borderland. It is my favorite, you know, piece of media out there, like my favorite show. Basically, it's from the manga called Alice in Borderland, but got adapted into a live action. It also have an anime, but the anime is trash. But basically, it got adapted into live action, and it is so amazing. Basically, it's a thriller. It's about this obsessed gamer named Arisu. He basically finds himself in a strange, empty-out version of Tokyo with his friends, and they must complete dangerous games in order to survive. Now, what makes this so amazing, what I really enjoyed from it, because basically season 2 just dropped like a couple weeks ago, and I enjoyed it so much. I binged it in a day. I even skipped work. But I enjoyed it a lot, and like what makes it so good is from the characters. Like almost every character have so much depth to it. The games are so like easily put out, and it's like so easily designed where you can easily understand it. But like all the characters have depth to them, and like there's so much crazy scenes, and the main thing I love about it is the horror. It is like so creepy, and I guess one of my biggest fears is being like in an empty out place, like where it's nothing. But like they just take this to the extreme, and it is so good, and the production is so amazing. So that's what I have, Alice in Borderland. Okay, for the last one, we have Everything Everywhere All at Once. If you haven't seen this movie, or if you have heard about it, if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. But basically, I saw this at the movies. Funny thing is, my friend couldn't see it because he wasn't old enough, and it really frustrated me because I wanted to see the movie so bad. But we still was able to see the movie the same day. But basically, Everything Everywhere All at Once is about this Chinese immigrant family, and basically, it's about this woman. She can travel throughout the multiverse, and there's so much stuff going on, but she can travel throughout the multiverse with versions of herself, different versions of herself, and different memories that she can get those skills from that person throughout that different universe. And what makes this movie so good and heartwarming, because it gives you the meaning of life and the way how they see life, you know, and also just the action, the choreography is just so good and crazy to see. And also the comedy was so funny. I was laughing so many times throughout the whole movie, and it's just so visually stunning, and it's really a masterpiece throughout the end. And I highly suggest this movie. I really enjoyed this movie in 2022, and yeah. Okay, so now recording this video, it is already 20 minutes, and I don't want this video to be like 30 minutes or anything like that, so I'm gonna go over the last segment of what I enjoyed and wrap up the video. So the main thing I enjoyed the most, or I can really say I find comfort in mainly, is cyber art and futuristic type art, and also animations. So I'm gonna show some on the screen I enjoy, like type of futuristic type art and cyber art I enjoy. Like I love this art style so much, and like I love the colors and how vibrant it is. Like it really gets me and inspires me so much. And one more thing I say I really enjoyed is animation made by people themselves, and basically it's this YouTuber. Basically his name is Punisher, and he basically collab with a lot of artists, and he basically do a whole project, and he come together with a lot of animators and stuff, and basically he give them a subject what they have to animate, and basically they animate the subject, and he put it all in the video, like a whole collaboration, and it's so amazing. Like basically on some he have like perspectives of like different people throughout their whole lives, and other animators they animate it, and it's so cool to watch. And also he have different ones like, you know, from alternate realities, or like basically, you know, some have like cube animations. All of them are so cool, and all of them have like, you know, different type of styles and stuff, and it inspires me so much. Like it really opens up my imagination, and I remember the first time I saw it, I was just amazed. I was like, wow, and I enjoyed it a lot. So those are one of the things I enjoyed also. And I have to say I enjoy some short films, you know, like I also I also enjoyed that. And yeah, so guys, that's the video. I want to say thank you so much if you made it to the end. I know the video was kind of long, and also I'm sorry for uploading this video so late in 2023 on the 13th, but hopefully this video still counts, you know. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys like, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.